Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. I am Martina Lily and today we are going to get on this viral latte makeup trend and I am going to give it a whirl and see how it turns out. So if that sounds interesting to you guys, go ahead and do the YouTubey things, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's get into it. I'll be honest, I really wasn't going to jump on this latte makeup trend. I don't tend to jump on the TikTok trends too often. I'm really not I'm not a trendsetter and I'm not one of the cool kids, but I saw Blair do the look and hers turned out beautiful, and then a couple of you guys asked to see like my version of latte makeup, so I was like, okay, I'll give it a go, why not? And then I also saw that the trend was created from an Australian makeup artist and I was like, that's amazing, go Australia. And so I was like, okay, we'll do it. The makeup artist is Tanielle. I will put the original photo that I think what started the TikTok trend. What I found was really interesting, if you go on her Instagram page, I will link her Instagram page below for you guys, is that this photo right here was actually created in 2018 and it's just suddenly taken off from someone finding it on like TikTok or something and calling it latte makeup. You never know when something's gonna boom, but good for her. She also has a tutorial that's pretty in-depth considering it's like a reel or a TikTok or whatever, about how she actually does the latte makeup. So for example, like if she was doing the makeup, she does it on herself in the video, but like if she was doing it for a shoot or something, she talks you through each step that she does. So if you want to do like Tanielle's exact version of latte makeup, then I will also link that video down below for you guys, so check it out. I'm going to do a combination of following her steps and then just adding slight little tweaks where needed based off of like my skin type and personal preferences, because if I follow hers exactly, I just know I'm not going to super duper love it. It's just, there's a couple of teeny tweaks and I'll talk about that as we go along. Everything that I use on my face today will be linked in the description box down below. They are affiliate links, so if you shop through them, thank you so much, and the links are geotagged, so hopefully that'll take you to the right location. Okay, enough talking, let's get into it. Tanielle does her base makeup first before her eyes, so that is what we will do. And she actually goes in straight with like a bronzing product, which we will use in a second, but I am actually going to put some of my Milk Hydro Grip on as well, just because if I was to actually do this, and one of the things that Tanielle says in the kind of video that she does, like the how-to video, she says this is a very Australian makeup look, and actually it really, really is. And a few of you guys, whenever I do Q&As and stuff, a lot of you guys will ask me like, what does the makeup looks look like? Like how do people wear their makeup is what I'm trying to spit out there in Australia. And if I had to pick a stock standard like makeup look for Australia, from my knowledge of it and from what I see, it would 100% be this. Like even I do this latte makeup, like when I watch this video, aside from the slight different techniques that she does, the shades and everything that she uses, I was like, this is my literal go-to, fuss-free, don't have to think about it, gonna look super put together look. So yeah, this is definitely a very true Australian makeup look in my mind. And because of that, I live in a very hot climate, so I would use my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip to keep my makeup on my face. Now she took the iconic bronzing something. I don't have that. The closest thing I have is the Victoria Beckham Golden Primer. So that's what we will do. And she puts this on the outer perimeter of her face. This might not be like tinted enough, but it's the best I can do for now. And she just kind of uses this like a bronzer, essentially. She does underpainting kind of technique, and she talks about bronzer being like the contour, but she basically says like don't go for tones, like she talks about caramel tones, so not using anything too red toned or too red toned, and then not too cool toned, just very, very yellow toned. So I think Rare Beauty Happy Soul is going to be the right tone. We'll see how we go. And then she basically draws this around the face. And she also does it on the eye here. She also does it in here. She uses a different shade for this, but I'm just gonna use the same one if I'm honest. I'm not gonna do my nose, I just can't contour my nose, but she does it on here and under here as well. And I'm pretty sure that's all she does it with. And then she blends this out a bit. I look crazy. I'm just using the same brush that I used for that Victoria Beckham primer. This is an LYS foundation brush. I might have put too much on, and that would be completely my fault. I forgot how far this Rare Beauty product spreads, if I'm honest. I'm just gonna take my sponge basically and use that to absorb all the excess product that I did. And I'm just gonna blend in here. Oh, and I should probably blend these. I never do contour here, so there you go. So I just rewatched the video and she actually puts the bronzer all over the eyes. So we'll do that and like up and out. I'll blend it a bit better in a second. And she also puts the bronzer underneath here. Just gonna take a little blending brush to kind of, you know. I probably look super orange. My white balance is gonna be like, what is happening? Now she goes in with concealer. She doesn't have, like, she has beautiful, perfect under eyes. I have very dark under eyes. I am gonna put a little bit of my Natasha Denona color corrector on because I would do this 100%. Again, like, this is where you just take these trends, right? And you tailor them to suit also what you need for your skin type or what you like for your skin type kind of thing. It's not all a one best way when it comes to these trends, you know? And then now she goes in with concealer and she kind of uses this for her foundation. So this is the Clay to Peau stick in shade 3. And then she puts that here. I think she does it like that, really. And then this is the Huda Beauty in 2.1N because I need all of the coverage. I just do. I'm gonna start blending these out with my BK 101. I'm just switching to a BK 109 for the under eyes because the 101 is way too big. I just clean my brushes. I'm very proud of myself, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna kind of just use the excess product to like blend this all out how I personally like it, but you know, you can do, you know, what you wish. So she basically is like, if you're a natural makeup wearer, you can kind of leave it here, like super natural. Not us, am I right? Next steps. She doesn't go in with powder until a little bit later on. I need to go into powder now, otherwise everything's gonna crease and get real not great. Like my combo oily skin, it's not gonna happen. So I'm just taking my Make Beauty translucent powder. They have this on Revolve now, by the way. So if we're in the UK, like worldwide, I think Revolve ships to nearly. So you should be able to get this in most countries now too, by the way, if you're wondering. I did post it on my YouTube community tab. Very exciting news. I really like this powder for my under eyes. It just brightens and covers in such a beautiful way. She really doesn't powder a lot. Like she talks about how she uses like such a teeny bit of powder, but you know, some of us need powder, okay? Some of us need powder. Otherwise, there's no point in putting this on, it's gonna melt off. I'm just gonna speed through doing my brows now. I'm not gonna talk through it because it's a bit boring. She does the like fluffy Model S brow. I shall try my hardest to get that look, but we'll see how we go. Brows are all done. Now she doesn't use a powder bronzer, but I am going to use a touch of a powder bronzer. This is the Glowish from Huda Beauty in shade 3, I think this one is. Yeah, 3. I'm just gonna take a bit. This is where you can start really customizing. You don't have to do this. Again, it's just kind of like setting my face with a little bit of powder because otherwise it's just gonna melt off. She really talks about keeping that glow in the outer perimeter of her face, so that's why I'm using the Glowish one. Let's do the eyes. So she talks about how she uses a lip liner as an eyeliner because it has more of that straight down the line caramel tone. So this is Toasty from Makeup by Mario. So she kind of uses it under here and then she kind of uses it in this outer corner here. So I'm gonna give this a go because if I'm honest, this is also very much a technique that I would not normally employ, but that actually looks really nice. This is just a Sigma E28. Now she has different shaped eyes to me as well. She doesn't have hooded eyes and she has like these beautiful real estate on her lid. So she's going to create a different shape to me. I'm going to create what's going to suit my my kind of eye shape, you know? I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit floored at how amazing this Toasty lip liner looks on the eye. Look at that. Doesn't that look absolutely impeccable? I would never have thought to use this on the eye. There you go. I did sharpen it to, like, you know, sanitize it kind of thing. And then she basically takes a powder for all over her eyes, and she used the Sigma Ambience palette. I don't have that, so I'm just going to take this shade from Cinnabar. This is Raw Sienna. So I feel like this isn't too, this is like a straight down the line kind of neutral-ish caramel shade. Not too orange, so I'm just going to, same brush. Ugh. That's nice. I actually use this raw sienna shade from Lisa Eldridge Cinnabar as a one and done shadow a lot. Like, it's definitely this one and French Grey, depending on if I'm wanting more warm tone or cool tone. They're my like go-to one and dones. Now she also brings hers, I need a smaller brush for this. So she brings hers quite a bit inward, and I don't super duper like that, but it's because she has downturned eyes. That's why she does it. So if you don't have downturned eyes, then I would recommend not, like, do what you wish. So I'm not actually going to put too much on because I do have downturned eyes, but I also have very hooded eyes, so it just looks a bit heavy for me if I go too full on with the lower lash line. Whereas she also does a wing because she can actually like do a wing, so I'm just going to smoke mine out a bit more. So again, this is where with these trends, my friends, just choose your own adventure and still make it suit your personal eye shape, because we don't all, you know, look exactly the same. And then she basically says most of the time she keeps the lid completely matte. If she says if you want to, you can like take your finger and touch a light bit of shimmer on top. I actually would also keep it matte. Again, honestly, when I looked at this, apart from the techniques of the underpainting and stuff, like the eye look and the lip and everything is like my go-to freaking look. So this is what I would do as well. I would just leave it matte, but she does take an inner corner shade, which is what I would do as well. So I'm just gonna go into this one. Not that I'm saying I coined this or like, you know, whatever. She is very much the artist here, okay? Just saying, I just really related when she said this is a very Australian makeup look. Just a little bit. I'm just gonna put a touch of Toasty on the lower waterline here. She just put it on this little outer corner part here. A real small touch. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that with that, but that's what we've done. And then she goes in with lots of mascara on the top lashes only, not the bottom. This is Badgal Bang from Benefit. Now she doesn't show setting her face with setting spray, but I am going to, especially because I did put a little bit more powder on, or a lot more powder on than she did. So this is just going to bring my skin back to, well, not back to life, but just, it's just going to melt everything in and make it real skin-like again. If you're new here, by the way, sorry, I like to spray my setting spray onto my sponge and then really push it into my skin. I don't know why this just works. If I spray it directly onto my face gets too oily. So I don't know. I'm going to add a little bit of this Vieve Skin Dew to the high points of my face. I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand and pick it up with my sponge. She obviously does not do this. Now we're going rogue because she's kind of leaves this here. This is pretty much done, and then she does lips, but I want to add a little bit more glow because she actually has a lot more glow in her video, but I kind of got rid of my glow with the powder strategically. I like to strategically glow because otherwise I'm just oily. She also puts a bit of glow on like here, or like I noticed in the photo, the model has a little bit of glow there. She also uses no blush at all in the video, but I'm gonna add a touch of Desert Orchid, Paradise Glow, sorry, from Pat, because this is like a bronzer slash blush, and I need a little color. I am not one of these tan bronzy beach babes from Australia, okay? I am like, you know, I belong in the Twilight Saga or something. Like, that's how white I am. I'm one of the vampires, okay? My skin just doesn't sparkle when I go in the sun. It's see-through, basically. So I need a little color, otherwise I look like I'm dead. No joke, okay? For lips, she goes in with like a caramelly lip liner. I can't remember the one she uses. It's like, oh, it's a discontinued one from KKW Honey. So this is just Toasty from Mario. We'll keep it very monochromatic. And she just kind of like blurs it. And then she just goes in with a touch of nude lipstick. I don't even know if she said which one she uses, but I've got Breathless from Nars. this is literally it. It's very quick and easy. In fact, mine was way longer because I added a couple of steps. So it's very quick, easy, fuss free. Let me go put my jewelry and everything on and we'll zoom out and we'll see how this has come together, shall we? Alrighty friends, this is the finished latte makeup look, at least my version of Tanielle's latte makeup look. Again, all of her stuff will be linked in the description box if you want to check out like the video I followed and stuff. I also know sometimes she adds like freckles and stuff, and she adds her beauty spots. That I'm not about that life, okay? I can't do it. I can't. I've tried. I can't. So yeah, I'm not going to add the freckle. Let me know your thoughts down below. Hopefully you enjoyed this little fun video. And if you're watching to this point, you know you're a legend. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. And I hope you have the most amazing day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you next time. Bye.